welcome to Life Force Rejuvenation. Today I get to interview, the esteemed pleasure to interview Mr. David Rollins, aka Drexler.
Yes, sir.
All right. But tell us all about you. Where were you born? Where are you from? Where have you lived?
I was born in Fort Myers, Florida, in 1986, March 14th. I'm a Pisces. Stayed there for a few years and then moved to St. Petersburg, Florida, which I spent most of my life here. Grew up here, went to high school in Lakewood. Was real into sports at a younger age, but then like in the high school, I started getting into more intellectual stuff and into like writing and poetry and just other like different types forms of art. Then I started getting into, I always liked music and dabbled with it in middle school, but probably around 9th grade is when I started focusing like writing and building, you know what I'm saying, my vernacular and my language skills and really focusing on that and kind of like blocking everything else out. Then in 2008, I was in a fatal car accident with 3 of my friends, and one died on impact, and another one died a couple months later from complications. That kind of just like, you know, just jeered me in life and just made me kind of like step back and reevaluate my living, because you know we were 20 years old, 21 years old, so we were, you know, going out drinking and having fun and going to the clubs and stuff. And after that, I just kind of like had to take a step back and reevaluate what was important and what I should be doing. And then that's when I kind of like got heavy into the music and started focusing most of my time and energy into that. Couple years after that, I was making music with a friend, David Rollins, and he ended up getting contacted from Harmony Korine, which is like a film director, because they wanted to shoot a movie called Spring Breakers. And James Franco was one of the actors in it, or the main actor in it. And he ended up coming like to my house and coming to our city and hanging out with us, and just like the film crews like shooting pictures of us and video of us just for like inspiration and just for like taking pictures of our tattoos and stuff. Just I guess that's what they do for movies. That was my first time being around anything on that type of scale, and that was real cool, and that opened up some doors for us. I'm still here in St. Pete, still doing music. We've done some tours with like Tech Nine, MGK, Kasky, a few others. So yeah, I'm just still building my catalog. Right now I'm working on a tarot album where each song is one song from the major arcana, like number 1, the Magician, 2, High Priestess, so forth and so on. And that's pretty much wrapped up. I got like 1 song left to record and just working on the mixing and mastering right now. So we should be dropping that like around springtime, probably like late March, early April. And I'm really excited about that, and looking forward to spreading some light with some esoteric knowledge on a beat.
And listening to your songs and stuff like that, it's all about like, you know, the life experiences and the path you're on, the road. Crazy cool.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been trying to, these last few years especially, I've been trying to bring deeper content and not be swayed by what like mainstream sound is or what mainstream content is, and just trying to like do something really special where, you know, it might not be super appreciated at the time, but you know, I know years down the road it'll be considered classic. So
Totally amazing. What inspired you to do music at a very young age? You went to music school and stuff like that, engineering?
No, I've actually never had any like school training or music like classes or anything of the sort. I was all self-taught. I started rapping originally, and then later, a few years into it, then I started dabbling with the production, just all computer based, like Fruity Loop software, and we would find our own sounds and drums and just have at it and get creative and just figure it out on ourselves. That was even before like YouTube was out and had tutorials and stuff. So later on, like after the car accident, when I came back to music and went all in, then like YouTube was out and you could find tutorials and anything you wanted to learn virtually you could learn. So then I was just all in. Then I just self-taught myself, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's the best kind.
But yeah, from what made me want to make music originally, I was always drawn to it. I've always been like a writer, I guess a philosopher at heart. So just my upbringing being in, you know, around urban music, I just gravitated to rap. I should have, like, my mom tried to get me to play piano when I was young, and now I'm like beating myself up about it. I should have, it would have like gave me a notch up. But yeah, other than that, I just always loved rap music. It was just, I don't know, it was just different. It was captivating, like the flow and the bounce. It was just like a hybrid version of poetry to me.
Yeah, crazy cool. You got a gift, you got talent. Anything major happened in your childhood that kind of steered you in the new direction, or was it just love and support?
Um, yeah, I think like my mom and my dad was always very supportive. Like, um, I never felt like pressured into like having to do a certain occupation or live a certain lifestyle. So yeah, definitely supportive in that aspect. I think they always realized I was a little bit different, so I was always going to take a different approach at life. So I appreciate that.
Let's see what else. Okay, so what was it like growing up in St. Peter's, or where you're from?
Um, it's kind of like, we call it like a big little city. Like it's highly, like there's a lot of population and people, but it's not like a metro, you know what I mean? It's still got some sort of like family culture linked in. It's very we have like one of the most highly, what would you call it, multicultural and like ethnicity wise in the United States. Like there's so many different types of people like in this area. Um went to like a predominantly, like it was like mostly half white, half black school. um I mean, I love it here. Like I didn't really know what I had till I traveled to other places. I was like, oh, I guess there are some shittier places out here. So I live in St. Pete. It's, you know, we're like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from the beach, you know, 20 minutes from Tampa. So we got the Bucks, we got sports, we got all types of stuff. We got a nightlife. So it's a cool area. It's definitely grown and expanded a lot since I've been here. Because when I was a kid, there was not a lot going on, but yeah, it's blowing up, especially the last 5 or 10 years.
Nice. How far have you traveled west in the States?
Um, I've been to Cali a bunch of times. I've been out west a few times. I haven't been like Utah and like Wyoming, like up north area, but like the whole East Coast, whole southern to Cali, like I've done all that. Um, I just took a trip out to Sedona like in March. That was really cool. Met up with our friend John out there. Um, yeah, I've done actually, like since quarantine, I kind of like, at first when quarantine first started, I was like, oh man, I should have got more traveling in before all these restrictions. But I kind of just, you know, well, I can still do the United States pretty freely. So I took like 4 trips this year, just trying to get it in, you know, while I can.
Nice. That is really cool. All right, with that, that's the end of part 1. We are going to totally deep dive into part 2 and 3. It's going to be totally amazing. I totally respect you, honor you. Namaste.
Amen.
Peace around.
Peace.
All right, that is cool.